Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Coach Leo's video. Today's topic is related to breathing. Now, I want to touch upon the topic of breathing, especially what's called the nose breathing or nasal breathing. I must say that since the pandemic started to make our lives completely different than how it used to be last year. The way we live, the way we work, the way we socialize, the way we just do everything on daily basis have significantly changed over the past several months worldwide. And one thing that I can say is that the level of depression, the level of anxiety, frustration, anger, fear, all these negative emotions that have everything to do with survival has been peaking. If I would be lying if I say that I'm always calm and relaxed and never get pissed off at people or at a situation, because I do get frustrated too. See people dying, when you see this virus just spiking, here and there. When you see these sort of news and you hear about people getting infected and all that, and you hear about certain cities throughout certain nations shutting down temporarily at least, that's not going to make you happy at all, and it really stifles a lot of people, and sometimes it gets to me too. So the reason why I wanted to share with you today about a good breathing, especially a nasal breathing technique, is that notice that when you're pissed or frustrated or angry or afraid about something, that you tend to breathe from your mouth. So you become a 100% mouth breather. Now, they say that mouth is actually designed to do two primary things, and that is to consume food and liquid. What is the job of your nose? Yeah, it is obviously the sense of smell is taken care by your nose, but it's also for breathing. So if you look at activities like meditation or any kind of cardiovascular exercises or yoga, for example, you would come to a realization how important the breathing techniques are, because you can't just breathe through your mouth and tire out like that. There's a reason for that. So the breathing is something that we take for granted, and we never really put our attention to our breath unless maybe you're doing meditation on a daily basis and you're a beginner, and is a widely known technique to focus on your breathing when you first learn to meditate, because obviously your attention is going to go everywhere, right? So if you put your attention to inhaling and exhaling, at least that would filter out most of your monkey mind thoughts. I've been using this deep nasal breathing technique myself recently when I get pissed or get angry or scared about something, because it really helps me to relax. It really helps me to calm down and get a grip on myself, and to really think rationally about the situation before I react to it, or before I start going into that monkey mind cycle. So how do you then do this technique? It's simple. Breathe through your nose really deeply, and you can let it out. You can exhale it either through your nose or through your mouth. That's not as important as inhaling deeply with your nose. That's more significant in terms of today's main message. So, and when you do that, what happens is that the oxygen gets better chance of hitting your brain or your frontal lobe. So more blood is going to flow into your brain, your forebrain in particular, and that's when your frontal lobe. Remember from my past videos and some of the lectures that Dr. Joe had elaborated on, is that your frontal lobe, the fore part of your brain, is the CEO, is the president of you. So it makes the decision of informed decision of what to do, what not to do, all of that stuff. So it gives you can earn few seconds to act rationally and don't end up doing something or reacting to something that you're going to end up regretting. And it's better for your health. It lowers your heartbeat. Your brainwave pattern. Remember, when you're stressed out highly, it's up in the high beta brainwave. It'll help to go down to maybe perhaps low beta to even possibly to high alpha, and that's a great achievement right there. Sympathetic nervous system will cool off and turn off. And the point of today's video is I want you to remind yourself that when you're in a situation, when you're frustrated about something, before you go into your program and start behaving irrationally, take a deep breath through your nose and to see if you can buy a few seconds, buy some time for you to calm down and relax. And if that proves to work for you, then you can repeat it again and again, and it's going to become a habit eventually, which is going to benefit you both mentally and physically. So that's my point of today's video. I want to end off today's clip by, I do think that it's connected, and that is, recently I saw a movie on a particular channel on cable, Castaway. Of course, I've seen this movie lots of times in the past, but just when I flipped through the channel, I just happened to land on that particular scene where Tom Hanks returns home from that deserted island after he went through that ordeal for a few years, and he's talking to his ex-lover, and he's explaining to her how he was able to cope and endure through those strenuous years, and he says that he's done that through breath at a time. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember, when you are in a situation where you are about to lose your great sense, just remember to breathe deep through your nose and out through your mouth. You do that 3-4 times, I kid you not, you're gonna calm yourself down a lot, and you're gonna thank yourself for it. So try that out. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so and hit that thumbs up button. I'll see you next time. Take care.